Hey guys, welcome back to Veggiepatchinperth. You're probably wondering why I'm not in the clip. I'm a bit ragged. Didn't want to put myself on the camera. I've just finished a day's work in the patch. That's what you get, I suppose, when you have a week off, like I did last week. Went away down south and yeah, came back and I had a lot of catching up to do. So I've been busting my backside today. I think I started about 7 o'clock this morning in the garden, and I think I've just finished now and it's about 4. So I'm having an ale. Excuse me for that, but I think I deserve it. And yeah, I'll warn you now, there's a fair bit to get through today, so let's get on with it. This is nothing to do with vegetables, but it's my little cactus garden. So I just thought I'd start over this side for a change. In the patch, the fruit trees, I'll do a video on this separately. I'm having heaps of issues with them. I'm sort of not touching them at the moment. If they die, they die. But I know what I want to do, but I'll go into that into another video. Yeah, they're not doing very well, and it's because of the poor soil. I didn't really prep these ones very well. It was one of the first things I planted out when I started doing veggie patch, so I didn't look into it too much. But yeah, they're not doing very well, so I'll go into that in another time. Anyway, these here, this is all the rosemary that was from in the patch. I've moved them out into the sun. You can see I've given them all a bit of a haircut, so I've trimmed them all up, repotted some of them into larger pots, and moved them out into the sun. So they're bordering along the edge of the chicken run. And same with the lemongrass. I've just sort of taken off all the old outer dead leaves and just given them a bit of a haircut, tidied them up and repotted a few of them today, so they're all going pretty well. That big branch in the background came down. Lucky the chooks weren't under it. That came off this big tree. Not quite a widow maker, what we call a widow maker, but yeah, still enough to maybe kill a chook. Anyway, there's the pineapples. They're doing really good. This is the curry tree. It's just I haven't replanted it, potted it or anything, but there's a little bit of new growth coming through on the tip of that. Trampoline's been packed up. I'm claiming this area back. This will be where eventually my greenhouse will go. And actually I'll show you, that's my pot collection at the back. So yeah, the missus isn't too happy when I get these pots. Whenever I'm driving along, if I happen to be in an area and there's a curbside collection and I see a stack of pots, I grab them. Why pay for them when you can get them all for free? There's all sorts there. There's little seedling trays here as well, so they always come in handy. And then that way when I pot up my stuff and I sell it off, yeah, I just go out and get some more. Easy. Over this side, this is all the garlic, and in between is onions. Now these onions, when I thin them, I'll try to do it very carefully, and I'll move some of these and try do another row in between here with the thinned out ones. I've never tried to do it that way. I always do it from seed, so give it a go and see how it goes. That's the ginger there, and then here, I don't know if you can see, I've transplanted the Swedes and the turnips. This was the first lot of Swedes and turnips that I had in the seed trays. And then from here onwards, I haven't treated it yet with the soil solver, so I need to get on with that because I've got the next lot waiting here. So that's Swedes and turnips as well. So that I'm hoping to get done tomorrow. Now, I need to answer, excuse me, a question. I had quite a few questions on the soil solver. So the first one was, what's the ingredients? Now, most of them I can pronounce, but there's one in here I can't, so I'll just show it. So there's calcium enhanced kaolin clay, silts, magnesium, potassium, sulfur, manganese, iron, zinc, copper, cobalt, that's the one, whatever that is, and boron. So that answers that question. Now the other question was how much to apply. Now it tells you here, I'll just read it out. Where are we? Sorry. 1 to 5 kilos per square metre shows slight improvement as it increases water holding and ameliorates water repellency temporarily. You will need to add more in the future to use or use wetting agents. Now, if you do 5 to 10 kilos per square metre, shows more improvement as it slows water movement, increasing fertility, reducing leaching, and may cure water repellency. 10 to 15 kilos per square metre appears darker and more loamy as it holds onto more humus permanently, cures water repellency, and reduces leaching significantly. And 15 to 25 kilos per square metre further increases the ability of the soil to hold onto fertility and moisture, and creates a high performance soil suitable for vegetables and exotic plants with high nutritional needs. So what do you get out of that? So pretty much some is better than none, but the more you put in, better it is. And then someone was asking price. Well, this bag here is 22.5 kilos, and the cheapest I can get it for is just under 30 bucks. And that's from Waldex in Kingsley or Kingsway. I think it's opposite Kingsway shops. So that's the cheapest place I've found it. So there you go, that's that out of the way for those people that want to know that. Sorry, I told you this video was going to go for a while, but I've got so much I had to cover. While I'm walking down here, I'll tell you that I told you we had the hottest summer on record. Well, we also just have had the hottest April on record as well. So yeah, the hot trend continues. Okay, now here are the carrots, 3 rows. Now there's some gaps sort of between them. I haven't thinned them yet. I'm waiting for it to cool down a little bit more and this to get into shade tonight, and I'm going to try and tease some of these ones that are clumped together and then move them into like the gaps, so between there, you know, just so that they're nice and evenly spread, and then the rest I'll tease out. You see I've cleaned away everything here. This is where all that basil and lemongrass and all that was. Now when I cleaned it away, you should have seen how much worm castings were under the pots. It was everywhere, so I put that all into the veggie patch, and that's all doing wonders now. Over here, these need to be transplanted out too. I'm going to give these a little bit longer. This is Tuscan cabbage and the kale, and then that's the Tuscan cabbage and kale over there, and asparagus. That's the asparagus over the back there, and I've got a purple kale as well, so that's all doing nicely. Now the lettuce bed, you might remember in the last video, this was just about dead. I thought it was a goner. All this lettuce seriously was all getting chewed on, and I over fertilised it and it almost looked like it was dead, but it's bounced back, and that's since I've been away. So I took the cover off the shade house, and by the time I came back, yeah, it all stood back up and was fine. So yeah, happy with that. All there. That's the spinach and silver beet, and that's the tatsoi. And these here are the 3 basil that I saved, so I trimmed them up. The other ones I made the pesto with. These ones seem to get some bit of new growth on them. So, and actually in saying that, there's been a really weird thing happening in Perth. I don't know if you live in Perth and you read the paper, you might know on the inside cover they're talking about how there's a lot of animals and plants thinking that it's spring, not autumn. There was pictures of grapevines that people have done cuttings of, and they've started to shoot. Things like people's sheep growing new fleece or dropping fleece, whatever they do. Yeah, so pretty interesting stuff there. Anyway, that's the basil there. This is all been sorted out, ready for the potatoes. I'm running a bit behind. I'll probably get them done next week, but they've all been cleaned out and turned over. They're all ready to go. The mint, which I'd hacked back 2 weeks ago, you remember there was nothing here. That's all just starting to make an appearance now. Nice new growth. The thyme's doing fine. This is the coriander, which has all come up. Still not enough true leaves yet. I need another couple of true leaves to come up on each one before I'll plant them out, but this is where they're going to go, in this nice shady spot here. So yeah, probably another couple of weeks there. The dill, this is the dill. Now I've planted that out, so that's fine. It's doing well. It likes this spot, I remember from last year, because it's shady. That's the chives, and this is the parsley, which will go in here, but same deal, just need to wait a bit longer until they get a few more leaves on them. Probably wondering what this is here. Now, I bought a punnet of brown onions, and this is a mixture of sea sole and power feed. Now, I tried to plant brown onions in this bed along with the purple onions, but I never seem to have any luck with them germinating. You can see here there's nothing, so I thought this time I'll buy a punnet and then I'll put them in here and just tease them out, and hopefully, yeah, soaking them in this solution will give a good head start and also make it easier to separate them. So I'm about to do that one after I get off this video. The broccoli and cauliflower along the edge here, it's not doing very well. It's in full shade all the time. I've taken the cups off them, most of them. Some of them aren't too bad, like that one's going okay. But yeah, some are really struggling. So I'll just see how they go. If I get some out of it, I do. If I don't, at least I tried. Celery, that's doing fabulous, as is this beetroot. And the star of the show would have to be this bok choy. Yeah, since I've been away, they've just gone massive. These are ready to be harvested actually, look at that. Perfect size. So that really has really come along since I've taken the cover off. So allowing it more light. This is the cauliflower. No collies starting to set yet, but they're getting close. And this is the broccoli. They were very straight, and then last night or the night before we had a big gust of wind, like big blow, and yeah, they sort of fell over, but they're self-righting themselves, so that's good. This beetroot, this is the first lot of beetroot. It's doing very good, quite big now. There we go. So looks like we're going to be having some good beetroot. The radish, which are getting attacked still by the salaters, you can see here. There we go. So they're sort of forming up, but a bit of damage there. I will try carrots in here again. You can see I've got them out ready. So I'm going to put some stuff down to stop the salaters and slugs and stuff, and give the carrots another go. We're almost at the end. Sorry, I told you this was going to take a while. Beetroot along the front there, and snow peas, they've all been planted out now. Sorry, they're not snow peas, they're green peas. Sorry about that. I think I said that last week too. I said they were snow peas, but they're not. They're actually forming some, but they're not going to be very good, the little ones. Now, from memory, they take a while to get going. They're very slow to get going, and then yeah, then all of a sudden they take off. So they're planted all the way along, as well as the beetroot goes all the way along. And that is it. Oh, there's some spare ones there too. So sorry that took so long, and I do apologise. I mean, I didn't do a video last week, so I guess that's why, you know, sort of taking me a bit of catching up to do. And yeah, any questions, leave them below. Hopefully I covered everything and I didn't miss anything, and I'll see you guys for a much shorter video next week. Don't forget Facebook page as well, sign up for that. See you later.